Universe is a cryptographic cash project with serious potential, and its nearby token molecule is winding up a well-known decision for computerized money monetary patrons in the going with well look at what's so exceptional about the errand and whether it has the potential for future turn of events as DeFi continues to run the blockchain world. The various endeavors face more challenges to convey what clients need of growing importance is the prerequisite for different blockchains to have the choice to talk with one another, something which can show unsafe when endeavors are upheld by absolutely different shows. This is where Universe comes in. The endeavor has been declared as the trap of blockchains and attempts to give an association of computerized cash projects with a setup of open source gadgets, allowing steady association between them. Interoperability has become something of a famous articulation lately, and given the consistently growing multifaceted nature of blockchain-based exchanges and organizations, it should be truly make room that huge it will in general be for associations to associate. So how does Universe tackle the issues associated with interoperability and what constrains it stand separated from various endeavors in like manner, maintaining to offer a comparative benefits introducing the Universe community at its heart. Universe has a truly immediate dispatch to make a phase that allows any blockchain to bestow interface and execute with some other in any case. This essential layout gives a misleading portrayal of precisely how thorough the Universe structure is. Tenderment in reality, projects made on the Universe stage are associated by the fundamental blockchain show implied as the Universe place point. The endeavor was worked around Tenderment, the proof of stake arrangement show that drives the Universe project. Tenderment purposes the Byzantine transformation to non-basic disappointment show, which truly allows errands to continue to work securely and achieve understanding whether or not a couple of commitments to the cycle have been compromised to a great extent. Universe center point and zones. The Universe place point is itself a blockchain in view of the Universe association to truly work with the interoperation of all following blockchains added to the establishment. These additional associations are made in zones. Each blockchain has its own zone which can in this manner talk with the greater Universe community. For example, to relate Bitcoin and Dogecoin through Universe, each blockchain would require its own zone in one sense. This resembles how programming stages like Java work, wherein each system ought to have a Java virtual machine through which all ventures can run, regardless of what the functioning structure it is running on. Each blockchain or zone works unreservedly to do its own abilities, affirming trades, making blocks, etc. Yet the Universe community point then screens their states between blockchain correspondence show interfacing all of the endeavors and zones together as the between blockchain correspondence show. This is effectively the guidelines that administer how the different blockchains on the Universe association can grant. The IBC grants blockchains with absolutely novel plan applications and capacities to exchange data, whether or not they use different validators and arrangement parts. It is similarly useful for private associations to move tokens to public ones, as well as the opposite way around. The IBC show was shipped off in February 2021 and addresses the last piece in the conundrum for the Universe project. Regularly, it is ordinary to convey a colossal proportion of critical worth to the errand, which consequently could spell tremendous returns for anyone placing assets into Atomwatt about particle driving technique on the Universe network as its neighborhood advanced money particle. The token has three use cases. Most importantly, it is used to pay for network costs, as would be viewed as typical. Moreover, the token is similarly used to execute canny agreements and complete trades, as a stamping token molecule is paid out as an award for those participating in the affirmation of stake framework to be picked as a validator. A center point ought to be in the fundamental 100 of center point stamping particle. Thus, the more molecule a client sets up, the more likely they are to be picked and secure. More tokens validators are helped to perform truly, as the association can without a very remarkable stretch switch between them. Any centers that are perceived as manipulative are dispensed with from the association, and their undeniable particle is held for quite a while. Things are examined, the noticeable coins can then be demolished as a method for thwarting conniving activity. It is Similarly practical for clients to assign their molecule to other validators to stake, obtaining a little degree of the award for themselves. Finally, molecule is similarly the organization identification of the universe. Project holders can settle on recommendation with their obvious particle. The greater the stake, the truly projecting a polling form authority they have. The total store of particle is covered at 281,312,950. And at the hour of irrefutably the streaming stock was 22,352,834,657. See, what is universe particle? Could it be really smart for you to place assets into particle? And where to get it? Seeing universe's worth history. Since universe officially shipped off back in 2019, it has seen some truly irregular expense improvement, with the charts rarely spreading out an expected model week to week. In its most noteworthy month of trading, particle went from 275 to 623, then at that point continued to weave furiously between those figures until June 2019, when expenses broke out to 702 universe, then went into declining for a lot of summer that year, dunking to 217 in August, and failing to make any basic increments until January 2020, when costs slithered up above 5. Sadly, the COVID pandemic then hit the market, and particle neglected to 180 in spring preceding, beginning the lazy road to recovery. By January of 2021, universe had sorted out some way to crush its bearing back to 646. But by then things genuinely started to take off. A market rise struck the computerized currency market in February, and particle took off to 2513 by the focal point of that month. Yet again, the graphs were then wild for the accompanying a while until April saw universe flood. This opportunity approaching to 2774. Another bull was to take particle in May 2021, seeing the representative show up at its superb high of 3170. Sadly, this was immediately followed by a rut that saw universe plunge to 1253 per token. Before the month was out, universe showed up at its continuous all-time high of 4470. On September 20, 2021, at the hour of molecule, has hardly declined at this point, was trading at a fair 3631 per token, meaning an improvement of around 46,207 on its expense. In January of 2021, Watts immediately universe worth assumptions for 2025 universe is a forceful undertaking, yet it fills a need that emphatically exists in the cryptographic cash space. Accordingly, it isn't exactly stunning that various industry specialists are confident about molecule's future. Wallet investor is expecting upheld advancement throughout the accompanying